Morning, everyone. When I was training for about 6 to 7 to 8 hours a day, I was doing about 300 pull-ups a week, 100 muscle-ups a week, and about 200 toes to bar a week. So think of all those movements, right? The pull-ups, the muscle-ups, my imaginary muscle-ups, and the toes to bar, right? So a lot of that work was creating a lot of tightness in my shoulders. And this is one of the exercises that I was doing to alleviate any impingement. So if you guys have impingement issues from all the pulling or from all your workouts, from all the sitting, this is one of the exercises you want to do. So I have a clock going on the side. I grab one band with my hand and then I wrap it around behind my body and I bring the opposite arm up and over. Now we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. But like I said, all the work that I was doing during my training, competing at a high level, as a high level athlete, and in the CrossFit Games, it created a lot of tightness in my shoulders. And this is one of the exercises that I loved doing to help relax that. So I'm keeping my elbow close to my body. My hand is either pulling up or looping it around my opposite trap. And my hand is nice and close to my body. We have about 10 more seconds here. I'm working on that joint stretch for the shoulder here. So it's internal rotation. Notice how my shoulder comes forward, still really tight, but I want to think of pulling back. So I'm going to come out of it, and now I'm going to switch. Hand is grabbing the backside of the band. I twist it around, and then I pull it close to my body. So the amount of training I was doing back then, a lot of reps were being accumulated. That was putting a lot of stress on my shoulders, but I put a big emphasis on mobility and stretching. And like I said, this is one of my exercises. I'm going to share a couple others with you guys here in a second that also help you alleviate any shoulder pain that you have. If you sit in a car as well, or if you are in your desk and your shoulders are forward like this a lot, so I'm going to help open you guys up with these exercises. So about 5 more seconds here. We're going to pull it out. Nice, relaxed grip as I slowly release. We're going to come to the second band I have here. So 30 seconds on each arm. This next band is nice and high, about my head height, neck height. I am going to bring my arm underneath, grab my band with my palm, and I'm going to come at a 45-degree angle. So I'm going to face you guys at a 45 so you can see this. And we're going to hold here for 3 seconds. And we're going to do a 3-second push-pull. So I'm going to push away or pull on the band for 3, 2, 1. And then as I release, I'm going to relax, try to push my chest forward. So you should feel this in the front of the chest, pec, even down the bicep and the delt. So like I said, training, or if you do a lot of bench press, if you do a lot of plank holds where your isometric hold is holding that position, this is going to help open up that shoulder as much as you can to alleviate any stress you may feel in the shoulder. Got about 5 more seconds here, and then we're going to switch. Again, push, pull for 3, 2, 1, and then slowly release, and we'll come out and switch arms. So same thing. Focusing a different angle here, palms facing forward, and I'm leaning forward into the stretch. So if you see from a profile, my hand's actually behind my shoulder. I'm pivoting so you guys can see me right here. But again, 30 seconds, I'm going to push, pull, meaning I'm pushing against the band, pulling myself away from my anchor point, which is that rig right there. And again, I want to open up that shoulder. So if you sit a lot and you find yourself shoulders rolling forward, it's hard to be in a natural stuck position with your shoulders back. This is one of the great exercises that I do. I try to do it at least 3 to 4 times a week, not a day, a week, to help open up my shoulders. I find myself when I sit on my computer, I'm really hunched forward. When I sit in a car, the car design naturally rolls my shoulders forward. So this helps me open it up. And we're going to push pull again for 3, 2, 1, and come on out. Now we're going to go back to our left shoulder. This is going to be another exercise I highly recommend you incorporate. We're going to thread our arms through. We're going to place that band right inside the shoulder joint, and then I'm going to lean forward. As I lean forward, I'm going to think of letting the shoulder be rolled back. My left palm can start behind my butt, back of my butt, and then I feel more comfortable. I can slowly inch it further and further up. As I do that, I'm going to think of relaxing the shoulder. Notice that kind of pulls back. So we're holding here for 30 seconds, and we're going to do this dynamically. So I want you to think of pull the shoulder blades back, pinch the shoulder blades together, and then relax. Pull the shoulder blades back, kind of lean into the band. So I'm leaning forward slightly. Notice there's a little bit of tension there. And then I relax. So while I'm here for the 30 seconds, I can pull my shoulder blades back, push myself forward. If you don't already incorporate this into part of your warm-up or cool-down, highly recommend you doing it. This has helped me a lot with my shoulder impingement issues. The amount of training that I was doing as competitive athletes put a lot of strain on the shoulders, and this helped me alleviate that strain. Let's switch. And even now, even though I'm not competing or training as much, this is still great for my shoulders. So again, inside the shoulder joint, hand at the back, and then I'm going to lean forward into it. My opposite arm comes to my rib cage or off to the side. Again, bring that shoulder back, pinch, and then forward. Bring the shoulder back, pinch, and then forward. So I know I spend way more time in front of the computer doing work, programming, working on my app, but I want to make sure that I'm still feeling good in and outside the gym. The training and the exercises that I do, I want to have it transfer out to my natural lifestyle, outdoors, hiking, getting into more camping, more shooting. So this will help open up the shoulders. So like I said, if you sit a lot, if you drive a lot, if you do a lot of core work where you're in a plank position, if you do a lot of bench press or pressing forward, if you're doing lots of pull-ups, a lot of gymnastics work, this is a great exercise to help you open up the shoulders and relieve any tension you may feel in the joint. That impingement of that joint is pulling the shoulder forward. So we want to think of creating an open, nice rack position with our chest feeling stacked. Think of that shoulders over hip for our body. Hope you guys love these exercises. If you're looking for more, feel free to check out my mobility program and my app. But if not, stay tuned for more exercises and more fitness. And thank you guys for tuning in.